Whispers through an open door. Another night beneath the sky, dancing with the ghosts of July. The boardwalk lights are shining low, just like they did so long ago. Your laughter drifts across the waves from memories that never fade. We wrote our names upon the sand and thought forever was in our hands. But tides can wash away a dream quicker than it seems. Now every firework in the sky feels like a piece of our goodbye, and every summer breeze brings you back to me, dancing with the ghosts of July. Underneath the midnight sky, spinning through the memories of who we used to be. Every wave repeats your name, every star recalls the flame, and my heart still wonders why I'm dancing with the ghosts of July. That old amusement park remains, covered in rust and summer rain. The Ferris wheel still turns around, but you're nowhere to be found. I walk the shoreline after dark, carrying pieces of my heart. The ocean knows what I've been through, because it still remembers you. The when summer nights are warm and bright and fireworks fill the night. Maybe we were meant to be a beautiful memory, a season written in the sand, never meant to last. Dancing with the ghosts of July, while the years keep passing by, holding on to echoes of a once unforgettable love. Though the summer has moved on and the fire is long gone, part of me still lives inside those endless nights of July. Summer wind across the shore whispers through an open door. One last spark fades from the sky, dancing with the ghosts of July. Dust floats through the afternoon light, an old frame resting by the window. Some memories leave all at once, others disappear slowly. I found our photograph today, hidden in a book I put away. The colors weren't as bright as before, like they were quietly walking out the door. Your smile still lit the summer air, the wind was tangled in your hair, a frozen moment safe from time, or so I thought back then. But nothing stays forever, not even yesterday, and some hearts learn too late what time can take away. When our photograph started to fade, I watched a little piece of us slip away. The sunlight took the colors first, but it couldn't touch the hurt. Your eyes still shine inside the frame, even as the picture changed, and every memory remains, though our photograph started to fade. The lake behind us still exists, but wouldn't dock the morning mist. I drove there just last Saturday, but somehow everything had changed. The bench where we carved our names now stands weathered by the rain, yet I could almost hear your laugh floating through the trees again. The years keep moving forward, like pages turning on their own, but some moments stay alive long after they're gone. grows weaker with every passing year. The feeling stays untouched, as if you're still standing here. When our photographs started to fade, the picture changed but not the way. I remember every word you said, every road we used to take. The colors may have disappeared, but your voice is crystal clear, and my heart still holds the same. What the photograph could never say. Dust floats through the afternoon light. The frame remains beside the window. Some memories never truly fade, even when the photograph does. Two coffee cups after midnight, steam rising in the neon glow. The city sleeps beyond the window, but neither of us wants to go. The waitress wipes the counter clean, while an old song plays softly in between. You draw circles on the table, like you're trying not to leave. Outside the rain begins to fall, silver shadows on the wall. The clock keeps moving toward goodbye, but we're pretending not to see the time. To the truth we both already know. Two coffee cups after midnight, sitting where our story bends, trying to hold on to a moment that we know is near its end. Your eyes shine brighter than the streetlights, but they're hiding tears tonight. Two coffee cups after midnight, and a love that's losing the fight. The jukebox hums a lonely tune, while the moon hangs over the room. You smile, but it doesn't reach your eyes, like someone learning how to say goodbye. I memorize the way you laugh, the way your fingers hold the glass, because tomorrow might be different, and tonight is moving way too fast. at a different place and time, maybe we'd still be laughing without goodbye, waiting in line. But the door is standing open, and the dawn is coming through. Somewhere between the silence, I'm already missing you. Two coffee cups after midnight, now one remains upon the table, the other carries all the memories of a love that wasn't able. The sunrise paints the empty window with a cold and fragile light. Two coffee cups after midnight, still living in my mind tonight. The city wakes beyond the window, the last song fades into the dawn. Two coffee cups after midnight, and suddenly you're gone. Moonlight resting on the keys, a quiet room, a gentle breeze. The melody has nowhere to go since you left. The piano stands beside the window, just where it always used to be. Dust settles softly on the surface, like time settling over me. You played every Sunday evening while the city lights came alive, turning ordinary moments into the best nights of my life. Now the room is filled with silence, where music used to stay, and every note that's missing carries your name. A piano still waiting for your hands, standing where our story began. Every key remembers the songs you used to play all night long. The melody remains unfinished, like the dreams we never planned. A piano still waiting for your hands. I tried to play your favorite song, but the rhythm felt so wrong. The notes were there upon the page, yet Something had changed. Your old sheet music stays untouched, folded where you left it, like a letter from another life, too precious to forget. Sometimes I swear I hear a distant chord at night, as if your memory still lingers in the light. A piano still waiting for your hands, standing where our story began. Every key remembers the songs you used to play all night long. The melody remains unfinished, like the dreams we never planned. A piano still waiting for your Maybe somewhere you're still playing for another crowded room. Maybe music found a way to carry you beyond the moon. But every time the evening falls and shadows fill the hall, I look toward the piano and remember it all. Piano still waiting for your hands, though the years have changed the land. Every note still holds a piece of the love that couldn't leave. The music lives inside these walls, even when no one understands why a piano still waits for your hands. Moonlight resting on the keys, a quiet room, a gentle breeze. One final chord fades into the dark, but your song remains. Your name beneath the station lights echoes through another night. Trains keep leaving one by one, but my heart is standing still. The platform glows in silver rain, just like it did that day. You held your ticket in your hand and smiled before you walked away. The loudspeaker called your train. I tried to hide the pain. 1,000 words were in my mind, but none of them arrived in time. Now every passing train sounds like your goodbye again, and every distant light keeps me awake tonight. Your name beneath the station lights still shines can never replace. Time keeps moving forward, like the trains that never stay. But part of me is waiting for you to come back someday. Your name beneath the station lights still shines through the midnight sky, like a photograph that never fades. No matter how hard I try, the tracks keep running toward tomorrow, while I'm trapped in yesterday. Your name beneath the station lights never really went away. Maybe somewhere beyond these rails you found the life you dreamed about. Maybe you're smiling in another city while I'm still working things out. But every autumn evening, when the rain begins to fall, I hear your footsteps in the distance, like you never left at all. Your name beneath the station lights still burns inside my soul, like the last page of a story I never wanted to let go. Though the years keep rolling onward, like the trains that fade from sight, I'll always hear your voice beneath the station lights. The final train disappears into the darkness of the night, but your name remains forever beneath the station lights. Rain sleeping on your leather jacket, street lights glowing in the dark, 1,000 memories keep returning, like echoes inside my heart. We were driving with the windows down through the edges of a sleeping town, your hand resting next to mine, like forever had all the time. The radio played our favorite song, and the road kept rolling on and on. I never thought the night would end, or that we become a photograph again. Now every storm reminds me of the life we used to know, and every drop keeps falling where I can't let go. Rain sleeping on your leather jacket, like the tears I never cried. Every memory still burns softly in the silence of the night. I can see you in the headlights, standing where the river bends. Rain sleeping on your leather jacket, like a love that never ends. Your old jacket hangs beside the door, just where you left it years before. The sun is fading little by little, but the feeling remains so real. The city keeps changing every day. New faces come and drift away, but some things stay exactly the same, like the way my heart says your name. The seasons keep turning, but they never take you far. You're still hidden somewhere inside these scars. Rain sleeping on your leather jacket, like the tears I never cried. Every memory still burns softly in the silence of the night. I can see you in the headlights, standing where the river bends. Rain sleeping on your leather jacket, like a love that never Maybe love was never meant to stay forever in our hands. Maybe some hearts are written like footprints in the sand. But every time the thunder rolls and the midnight sky turns black, I find myself returning to the road that leads me back. Rain sleeping on your leather jacket, still shining beneath the light, like the last scene of a movie that keeps replaying every night. Though the years keep moving forward, and though the world keeps changing tracks, part of me is still standing there, with rain on your leather jacket. Rain sleeping on your leather jacket. Street lights fading one by one. Some loves never truly leave us, even when when they're gone. The last cigarette of summer rain, burning softly through the pain. Neon reflections on the street, and memories I cannot leave. We sat outside that little bar, watching headlights from passing cars. The storm rolled in across the sky, while silence filled the space between our eyes. You brushed your hair behind your ear, like you were trying not to disappear. I should have known from the way you smiled that we'd only have a little while. The thunder spoke before we did, the clouds already knew. Some goodbyes arrive in whispers before they become the truth. The last cigarette of summer rain, glowing like a fading flame. You stood beneath the midnight sky and left me with your goodbye. The smoke drifted into the dark like a ghost without a heart, and every storm still says your name since that summer rain. Now the tables sit alone at night beneath the same old amber light. The bartender still remembers you and asks if I've heard anything new. I tell him that you're doing fine, though I haven't heard your voice in time. Some lies are easier to keep than wounds that cut too deep. The city keeps on moving like nothing ever changed, but every rainy evening brings me back again. The last cigarette of summer rain, glowing like a fading flame. You stood beneath the midnight sky and left me with your goodbye. The smoke drifted into the dark like a ghost without a heart, and every storm still says your name since that summer rain. Maybe love was always fragile like ashes in the wind. Maybe some stories are written knowing how they'll end, but I still see your silhouette whenever lightning fills the sky, frozen in that final moment before goodbye. The last cigarette of summer rain, they only fade with the rain. Remembers more than I do. The street lamp where we lost October. Leaves were dancing across the road. You wore my jacket against the cold. Your laughter floated through the night like a fire burning soft and bright. Cars rolled by like distant dreams. Nothing was as hard as it seems. We thought forever had begun beneath that fading autumn sun. The time moves on without a sound, and love can leave without a warning. Now all that's left for me to find are shadows of that morning. And the street lamp where we lost October, I still see your silhouette standing in the falling amber light. A memory I can't forget. The wind still carries your goodbye through every empty midnight sky, and every road keeps leading over to the street lamp where we lost October. The coffee shop is still the same, but no one calls me by that name. The corner booth where we would stay now watches strangers pass away. I found your note inside a book, hidden where I never looked. A few small words, a simple line, yet somehow still they stop my time. The seasons change, the years go by, but some nights never really leave us. The heart remembers what the mind can never quite make sense of. At the street lamp where we lost October, I still see your silhouette never went away. Then the night returns to silence and carries you away. At the street lamp where we lost October, your shadow still remains, frozen in that golden light between the sunshine and the rain. Though the years have made me older, my heart still turns the corner, searching for the love we left behind. At the street lamp where we lost October, cold rain falling on the avenue, yellow light shining through the blue. One lonely street remembers what is over. The street lamp where we lost October. The clock keeps ticking in the dark, a lonely light across the room. Your footsteps faded hours ago, but sleep refuses to come. The front door closed without a sound. It somehow shook the whole house down. Your coffee cup is still right here, like you're about to reappear. The night hangs heavy on the walls. Every shadow seems to call your name into the empty air, but no one answers back. I've never heard a silence quite this loud before. It fills every corner since you walked out the door. The silence between your goodbye and dawn feels longer than the years we've known. Every minute moves so slow in a house that won't let go. The moonlight falls across the floor where your suitcase stood before, and my heart keeps holding on to the silence between your goodbye and dawn. I walk from window to window, watching headlights pass below. Each one disappears from sight, just like you did tonight. The radio plays softly, a song we used to sing, but now the melody sounds different without you next to me. The stars are still above me, the world keeps turning on, yet everything feels frozen between goodbye and dawn. The silence between your goodbye and dawn feels longer than the years we've known. before, and my heart keeps holding on to the silence between your goodbye and dawn. Maybe when the morning comes, the pain will ease somehow, but the night keeps asking questions I don't know how to answer now. And every room still holds a piece of who we were, like echoes trapped inside the walls, refusing to disappear. The silence between your goodbye and dawn still lingers though the night is gone. The sunrise paints the window gold, but it can't warm this cold. Every memory carries on long after you've moved on, and part of me remains withdrawn in the silence between your goodbye and dawn. The first birds sing outside, morning finally arrives, but somewhere deep inside my heart, the silence survives. Neon reflections on a broken promise, shimmering across the rain. The city keeps glowing tonight, but nothing feels the same. We met beneath a crimson sign on a street that never slept. You held my hand and looked at me like there were no regrets. The traffic rolled like rivers of light through the heart of downtown. We spoke about forever then, before everything came down. Sometimes I still hear your voice in the noise of passing cars, like a song left playing softly somewhere in the dark. Neon reflections on a broken promise, dancing in the pouring rain. Every color tells a story of a love that couldn't stay. Your shadow moves across the pavement every time the headlights shine. Neon reflections on a broken promise, still living in my mind. The movie theater closed last year. The cafe changed its name, but the corner where